Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Reverend Dr. Judy Weaver, and I'm so excited to be here with you on November 1st. That's right, it's such a day of celebration. There's wonderful, wonderful energies with the angels, but more than just the angels, this is also kind of known as the Day of the Dead. It's a celebration of the loved ones who have passed as well. And this morning in my meditation, the angels were like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a little channeling for folks. And I love that because we're all in the midst of a lot of transition and there's a lot of emotion that's going on out there and there's a lot of uncertainty that's happening. I know you're seeing the smoke that's going up because you know me, I always start with a little bit of a blessing. So please go ahead and close your eyes for just a moment as we go ahead and call in all of the angels. Blessings of love and blessings of light, blessings of grace and peace. Heavenly Father, Great Spirit, we come before you, lifting each of your beautiful, precious children into your arms, calling upon the archangels, calling upon the masters and teachers, benevolent beings of the highest and purest. Open our hearts, minds, and souls to clarity, guidance, and your healing grace. We ask this in your precious name. Amen. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, the house is full. I think that you could feel that shift in that energy transition that comes into play as soon as we do that prayer. And that's something that's important for you to know. You know, you're not walking through life alone. You have an incredible team that's all around you. You have, again, guardians and guides and ancestors and masters and teachers, all kinds of different spiritual beings that are there alongside of you, and they're there to help you and to support you. And I know there's all kinds of situations that are coming into play. And I want to take a few minutes to talk about that because as we are going through these different shifts and changes, energy frequencies and surges are coming into play. Now, I think most of you have heard about the, three-eye atlas that's out there in the world. And just to let you know, I definitely have been, tapping into that energy as well. And the angels have been talking to me about it too. And it really is a beautiful transmission of new energies that are coming in specifically to be able to work with each of us because we are going through this process of moving out all of these densities in our minds, bodies, spirits, and souls so that we can open our hearts to a broader space of connectivity. And that's what's so important for each of us is to have access to our divine team independently, not reliant upon everybody else interpreting it for us. Not that we can't help you, and myself and so many others are out there all alongside of you to help you to be able to tap in more clearly and to interpret. However, it is important for you to be able to be more mindful of what messages that you're receiving and how you are receiving that and what you are feeling, what you are sensing, what you are seeing, what you are being impressed with, what you are hearing actually real auditorily, and or just if you're hearing that internal voice with that interpretation of information. Maybe you're seeing a lot of numbers, right? Isn't that something that we do? That's one of the reasons that I chose today. It's a 111, right? And when we're working with the different numbers, and 11 is always a very strong angelic number, that helps you to have a different level of a frequency to be able to work with, to call in, and to work alongside of. I think most of you know, or maybe I've got a few new ones who are here coming on for the first time. I'm a trance channel. And so what I do is I drop in and I work with a gatekeeper. His name is Baylot, and he acts as a moderator and or he helps me to be able to switch the different energies that come in and out. And the first angel that really wants to come in is Archangel Michael. And that makes perfect sense because the light energy that's coming in to the earth right now is of a blue frequency. And Archangel Michael, what color is he? He's blue. And so, again, just reminding you that the energies that are coming in are part of where we are, and it's part of the planned essence of each of us moving into a different level of awareness and of a connectivity. And I don't want you to feel fearful. I want you to be in a space of, I want you to be in that space of your own awareness, right? Because we don't have to move immediately into the fear. We can move into the space of curiosity, of awareness, and then the interpretation of. It's about receiving that information and feeling with your bodies. Your bodies are magnificent barometers, and they will always tell you what the truth is. Sometimes our minds get in the way, and sometimes our hearts get in the way, but our bodies will always tell us what the truth is. It's up to each of us to be able to take a moment and to listen to whatever that is, and to be open to receiving, and not necessarily always acting, but being in that space of receiving, so that then you can make an informed decision with and alongside of. So, all right, let me go ahead and bring in today, like I said, I've got Archangel Michael, who's here, first of all, who wants to pop in and to give some guidance, and just, I think, some reassurance and some love energy. And we always love Archangel Michael. For anybody who doesn't know who he is, he's really the protector and the guardian. And he's there to give you strength. I mean, he's always there. If you want to have some strength, you want to have some courage, you want to have some direction, you call in Archangel Michael, and he will always be there to help support you with whatever that you're dealing with in your life. So here we go. Archangel Michael here. Good day to each of you. Yes, this is a beautiful time of transition, of transformation, but more than that, it is a time of each of you moving into a new capacity of understanding of yourself. As you are moving within the radiance of new energies, and this year has been filled with all kinds of new shifts of information, and it is specifically aligned to support each of you in your awakening process. Now, some of you have been awoken long ago, and you are highly sensitive, and therefore your sensitivities are going through their own growthful processes of expansiveness and of new awarenesses, because you are never complete and done. You are always on the journey of learning, of listening, of sensing, and of expanding into a greater capacity of growing through and alongside the full soul development of you within this lifetime and this journey too. Now, within this transition that is taking place and throughout all of your lives, the emotions run a bit more rampant. There is absolutely higher levels of anticipation and sometimes anxiety that come into play. I want to first remind you, are these your emotions that you are feeling and sensing? And or are you reflecting and receiving what others are feeling alongside of you? That perhaps you are just open to the sensitivity of receiving and feeling their emotions too. It is a great time for each of you to learn how to stand in a different resonance and essence of your own soul selves, so that you can understand and you can then have a better interpretation of what else you are receiving. Yes, you are seeing the little light balls that are flying behind me and in the room. Yes, there are many angels that are here in the room alongside of us, are there not? You are each surrounded by that same resonance of angelic love within your daily lives, within your choices, within your decisions, within your actions, and within your reactions. This is a beautiful time of unfolding and of birthing. There is such a new freedom that comes into play when you find yourself moving into new areas of and for yourself to decide upon what is it that brings me joy and how can I live in a space and a place of more peace and of grace as I choose and I desire to. Your life upon this earth is so complex, but simple at the same time, because as you intentionalize your thoughts and as you action orientate those thoughts with the emotions and with the confidence, you attract that into the field of resonancy of your existence. And this is where you are now. Each of you moving into that greater accessibility of attraction for you to move into as you choose and you desire to. Now, I am also known for carrying a shield and a sword. The shield is always there to protect and to provide you with the strength that you so desire to. But the sword that I wield is a sword of light, and it is always there for each of you to have access to. It is the light of truth for each of you to be able to use as you choose and desire to. You call upon me when you have questions of what is real in the world around you, the situations, the relationships, the interactions, and the exchanges. And together, we will seek within the truth of every and all situations for you to have that greater assurance so that you can take and make the decisions and the action steps that you choose and you desire to. Now, if you are feeling overwhelmed and anxious, then perhaps you are looking for more courage. Please call upon me. The angels, not just me, every single angel is there for each of you. You have many that work alongside of you. The archangels, we are here. That is our sole role, is to be at the aid of each of you within humanity, for you to see and sense and feel and know and find comfort so that you can trust and grow. That is what is happening for each of you, moving into that new experience of understanding and presence of self, and learning to trust thyself, learning to listen and to hear and to feel all that truly is there alongside of each of you. This is a divine time. This is a time of new exploration. This is a time of true introspection where you get an opportunity to feel into the desires of you, the dreams within you, the environment that is around you, and what is being shown to you. Not all that you see and you receive is of truth and or the same truth vibration and frequency that is relevant within your life. And therefore it is imperative for each of you to open your hearts and your minds and to feel into what is being spoken to you so that you can understand if that is something that you should and or need to be involved in and to act upon. There is much that is being bestoken to create the same smoke fog as what you saw earlier, to distract others, to change their focus, to keep them in their own space of hurry and worry, and so that other agendas can play out as they are planned and desired to. But this is about each of you truly stepping into your lives, your relationships, your families, your heart, and your divine destiny. It is about taking the time to meditate into, to feel into, to research into, and to allow yourself to feel within the essence of all that is and to trust that you are truly a divine being of love and light. You have access to all that is available alongside and around of you. But it is up to you to be able to trust into that and to feel that light as well. I wanted to come to speak this day so that you could feel the assurance and the love that is being gifted to each of you. Many blessings, my dear precious, precious ones. Many blessings to you. Archangel Gabriel here. Good day to you. Yes, I am known often as the communicator angel. And it is important for each of you to know how you are communicating. The impressions that you are gifting out into the world and how you are receiving as well. I wanted to come forth to speak to you about hearing and listening, taking the time to find the space of silence within the busyness so that you can find the silence within your hearts and your minds and your souls. Finding that heartbeat of silence allows for that space of rest and presence, that peace and wholeness, which provides you with a sense of balance and grounding. Is that not so important for each of you to have and to know where you are moving forward to, how and when? This is a new time of excitement because there is so much that is transpiring that allows for a new level of creativity and imagination. This month of November is a profound time for each of you to move into those beautiful creative energies. Fall time is always a time of harvest, and it is so brightly colored with the greatest of brilliance of colors around the earth, as even the trees celebrate all of what has transpired throughout the year. This is each of you looking at what you have seen and experienced, where you are with desires, and moving into a greater place of contemplation and dreaming. Play within that space of creativity. Singing and dancing, body movements and artistry, all of that allows you to move in different realms of energy and to draw upon the frequencies of that higher essence of energy that helps for you to have a broader view of what else is transpiring around you so that you can have a clearer vision for yourself that you are moving forward in. I want to remind you, it is not about making errors It is about learning lessons and becoming more wise through the experiences. If you chose not to try anything new, how on earth do you think you would ever know to grow? And or how to be able to do something even more so? Each and every time that you explore and you try and you are moving into new areas, you are expanding your intelligence. Not just the wisdom of your mind, it is the intelligence of your soul, and it gives you access to all kinds of other information within your crystalline DNA that may be lying dormant within you, waiting for you to open that package and to have access to. You are beautiful beings of love and light. We are so delighted and excited to always be here working alongside of you. I want to remind you that, most especially during this time of the year, it is a softer veil, it is a thinner veil, where each of you then may feel the connection of loved ones who may have passed before you. Their spirits are always working alongside and wanting the best for each of you. They continue to learn and to grow through your experiences as well, and therefore they are celebrating alongside of you great life accomplishments, and or sometimes they are clearing pathways, and they are allowing for situations and happenstances to unfold that make sense to you. You may be reminded of them by other people that you encounter. Take that moment to listen and to pay attention, because that might be their way of sending that love message to you as a blessing, as a hello, as a pay attention. This one is good for you to know. It is about recognizing all of the undercurrents and the different types of communications that are being gifted to you. Pay attention to the animals that are nearby. They are always wonderful messengers. But pay attention to your sleep, your dream time. What are the visitations? What are you feeling? What are you sensing? What are you seeing? Take time to journal so that you can receive and you can have a record of what you are receiving. You are receiving many different pieces of the puzzle, but not all necessarily in the order that you had imagined and envisioned. That is correct. It is all for you to learn through that space of growth for the betterment of you. It has been my honor to come and to speak with you this day and to share the blessings that are always around each of you. Remember, you never walk alone. You are surrounded by an army of angels, but call upon us so that you can feel us, grow the relationships, get to know us, feel into us, and allow us to be there for your journey as well. Many blessings to each of you. Baylat here. I just want to say thank you, and I'm going to bring her back now. So one moment, please. One moment. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for coming. I always appreciate hearing from the angels and feeling that love messages that are always around for each of us to have access to. And I do know that there's a lot that's going on in the world right now, and I get that. But it's helping each of us to have a clearer understanding of what's important to us in our hearts and our minds, and to be able to figure out what our real resources are. Build your relationships with your community that's around you and alongside of you. Spend time with other friends and families that are allowed to support you alongside of you. Thank you, all of you, for chose to actually be here today and to join me for this exchange of love energy as well. I'm going to be popping on from doing all kinds of different things because as we are going through all of these shifts and changes, it's important for you to know you're not doing it alone. And so I want to be here to help provide that guidance as well. I do have another little video that I did for November. I'm going to be touring this month. So I'll be heading up to Georgia, Tennessee, and West Virginia. So you can pop on that to see where I'm coming because that's the whole point. If you can't come to me, I'm going to go to you too because it's so important for all of us to be able to have that time and that heart connection as well. So thank you so much for visiting me, and I will see you again soon. Many blessings, my beautiful friends. Many blessings to all of you.